Hello, and welcome back to the game not respond. Oh, yeah, nope, it's Dyson Sphere program. The game will respond. Hurrah! Welcome back to Dyson Sphere program. My name is Pooks, and tonight we're going to continue on our construction in Basic. That's right. We have this lovely little motor factory going on here. Absolutely fantastic. We've got, 6 rungs of factory to be getting on with and completing. And yeah, we're gonna drop down a endpoint here. We're gonna need to go get some more belts as well, and basically continuing off from last night's stream, we have about an hour or so, and then yeah, it's gonna be bedtime again. So we'll do what we can. But mostly what I want to do, well, there's a couple of things I want to try and get done, is that electric motor factory. I want to get that all nice and completed. And I also want to set up some titanium acid. I want to get that starting to do its thing. Now, how are we going on? Yeah, we're going to need some more assemblers, I think. Find the right thing here. Yeah, there we are. Grab you, and I might grab as many of these that I can fit in as possible. And we're getting low on these guys. Alright, that's should be all we need. Go to the system map, back to your basic. It's actually lining up quite well. It's unusual for it to be that close all the time. I think it might be a very slow rotation in the system or something. Hold shift to accelerate out. Just me, or all those? I feel like Zybel and the Camel place shouldn't be always tagged up for me as well, so I might take a look at that and see what's going on shortly. But before we have that happen, let's just finish off this, right? So your basic is the planet that is making all my basic materials. Things like cogs, magnetic coils, electric motors will probably be the most sophisticated thing that I'm producing on this planet. Even that is not terribly sophisticated. But yeah, so electric motors, you're going to want some warpers probably. Let's go local demand, remote storage. We'll give you some of these to ship them off. And that's pretty much it, really, in terms of what we need to do there. We just need to hook this up. And give the whole thing some power once I'm done hooking it up. And some resources from looks, actually. Yeah, haven't done that part yet. Power. So, if I'm right, we should be able to just do this. And then one down the bottom. Yeah, I think it looks like I'm right. Hurrah! Now we have missed a bit here, but I think we can just hook it up with a single substation. That'll work. And then, yeah, there's these guys. Now, one logistic per 3 belts because it requires a fair few things coming out of here. So we're going to go like, let's go like so, like so, like so. Make it so. Makes me think of the StarCraft 1 Commodore guys. Alright, do that. And that. Alright. Now we want to proliferate this. It's important to actually get the most out of our electric motor factory here. So we'll then get the paint coming out the back here. And it goes around the corner. And we're done. Alright, and then we just need some power, so those guys are done. This will be one setup done. Once it is completed, we'll connect up you like that. Oh. Hey. Alright, one lot done, and they're getting to work already. Good deal. Alright, next one. We want to do pretty much the same thing here. And then we're going to set up these things so that we have all the inputs that we need. And also put down those proliferation stations. Pretty sure that's not what they're called, by the way. I'll have some other funky name. But basically they're spray paint points. Alright. So spray coater, yeah. They are spray. Spray paint was on the money. And we'll run the paint at the back. Yep, it's a power pole here. That's all got power, good. Alright, next thing is we hook it up. Like that. Then I can just go the direct lines here. And direct lines here. Hey! Exactly what we want to see. All of these starting to work now. Now the top ones. Oh. Oh dear. That is exactly what we don't want to see. We're out of iron. Ha! Right. How much iron does it know? Yeah, 2 to each one. That makes me think that our smelter place is really running low on iron bars. That really shouldn't happen. we may divert tonight and take a quick trip to Smolder. But before we do, just in light of that, what I'm thinking is that I want to put down some logistics here that can help supply Smolder. So we might put it up the top here. And this thing is going to be supplying iron ore. Remote supply, local demand. Give it these, and give it these, and also give it some whoppers, because oh my god, it's actually going to start doing something soon. Not what I expected. Oops. Yeah, straight away. Huh. There's a good demand for iron, so it could be that smolders could keep up as long as we'd had enough iron. I suspect that might be our problem. Alright, so let's go find smolder some iron. I think I've still got some miners on me. Gathering, yep, still got 21 of them. So we'll drop down some of these guys. Does make me wonder if it's low on anything else. Titanium? No, I don't think it's going to be low on titanium. Let's just get the iron veins done and hooked up with power as well, which will be important. And we'll worry about other stuff later on. It'll probably make more sense is just to work out where all the iron is. There's another one here. Another one down the South Pole, alright. There it is. Okay, so we'll drop you here. I'm just gonna hook it up with. So I just want to hook it up with these gut things, but then I know that it's gonna eventually cause issues with placement on my factories that I'm building on this planet. You know, part of the big point of this planet was going to be that it's a giant factory, and now I'm having to turn it into more of a mining sort of outpost as well. Oh well. We shall adapt and overcome. Just drop in Tesla poles. There we go. Alright. So we got a whole heap of mining happening here now, which is good. We need that iron apparently. Just see how this is going. Yeah, right. So it does have stuff and it is departing, but it has excess, right? That's the thing. That's the clincher here. I'm wondering though, if if we just maybe make a carbon copy of it. So I'll just use the blueprint tool for it because that captures all the settings as well. So use now. And nope. Downside is that it doesn't really give you placement sort of hints. There we go. Alright. So there'll be 2 of these that can supply iron from this planet. Yeah, and this is quite close to being conked out, so to speak. And it is vehicles coming here. Rather than vehicles departing. And there's one there, just dropping in, picking up what it needs to. It is departing a little bit. Whoa, all 12,000 is in demand. Go to our star map, have a look at this. So they are, yeah, all going back and forth between Smolder. So my best guess is that Smolder, or rather the smelter, has some work to be done there. Let's go have a look at it. Not really the plan here. I think it's necessary. How many warpers have I got? 6, but I've got 71 on me, so that will not be a concern. Let's go! So the better fix would actually be putting something a little bit closer, I guess. Because this is, you know, quite a few light years away for the supply chain to string out by. And there's many, many systems a lot closer to Smolder that we could be yoinking all the iron out of. Not seeing planets. Why am I out? There we are. Excellent. Right, now we're actually going to go to Smolder 2 first. I want to see what's left on this planet, basically. I know there wasn't all that much iron. Bam. Alright. So, how you doing, guys? Set you down to 2 AU. And charge faster, because you're in demand. Then you really want warpers, right? You get warpers here. Yeah, you do. Yeah, okay. I see the problem. Hooks made a mistake. Alright. Not an unfixable one though. So what we want to do here is grab this guy and do that so that it can transport warpers across. Now we'll set it down. If it's more than 2 AU, you can warp. And how are we doing on iron in this planet? We've got 2.4 million left. And it is getting it as fast as it can, so, you know, oh, hang on, autosave, hi. So yeah, I think the improvement here will help. Just allowing it to warp back and forth will help as well. Let's head to the actual smelter. She is 3 AU away. Telling it that it's okay to warp will help a lot, I suspect. I'm going to use a fair few warpers. Yeah, look at all this demand. As soon as it gets it, it can chew through it. So our problem, I think, is not so much its ability to chew through materials, although let's check that as well, but rather its ability to keep up with the demand. It's just can't import it fast enough. Alright. That's cool. Well, it's not, but let's think this through. We have Cursor, which is a lot closer. We also have Murphak. So, who has what sort of... This has an acid land. Acid land, I'm pretty sure, had large amounts of iron. So we're going to go over to Murphak. We're also just going to, while we're there, it's a large producer of acid. Now this needs to be done because if I don't keep up with these sort of productions, then production lines down the chain all start falling apart. So it is relatively important that I solve this problem now rather than later. Hello there! Now this place basically relies on a large solar battery. It's not even, oh, okay. I was about to say it's not even all that large now I'm looking at it, but there is a decent amount to it. So we might actually need to upgrade its power while I'm here. Do I have any artificial suns? I don't. So can't do that. We just gotta let it. Just gotta hope. Hope is going to be our strategy here. Now we've got 1.9 million there's good irony stuff here. There we are. That'll work. Got a few iron veins around. Yep, alright. Let's go make iron making machines. Close enough. Now the other interesting thing actually is these are running flat out. Normally I would expect to have a little bit of acid reserve and I don't. That's got to be causing problems somewhere. Do I have... I do. Let's fix some of these problems, shall we? I'm thinking we can put down some water pumps, or rather some acid pumps. No idea if this middle section will work or not, but worth a shot. Alright, so if I do... Oh really? Sorry sir, you can't make it. just need power to this whole mess, which you can do with one power balloon. Oh wow, I'm actually filling this up. I didn't expect 30 per second. What I might do is maybe just cut it off here. Yep. Go up one, across and in. I think you might, no, you don't need an upgrade. Let's do that. There you go. Out you go. Feel the acid flow through you. As they're all working flat out, I don't mind. I think they are. Alright, so that should help our local acid production somewhat. Not what I came here to do, but you know, that's all good. Now this thing carries whoppers, yep. Alright, from here we're also going to put down a few more logistic stations. Like 2 more, and these guys are going to be iron suppliers. Give you that, and some of this. You can go a local demand. And then this local demand. Might need you to charge a little bit faster, buddy. And same here. Go 100. Local demand, remote storage. Grab this. Local demand, remote supply. 100 of those, 10 of those. And you're up to 150, and 100% drones is the... We do need to conserve power somewhat on this planet. Yeah, we still don't have 3 full belt inputs. Where we have a clear acid deficit, that should help somewhat. I swear I built a different acid pool sort of collector somewhere. You're fine. Yeah, here. It's a supply. Yeah. Yeah, we need to switch you to be local demand. Charge a bit faster too. So they'll run off and grab acid from this thing. And this will only really trigger off when it needs to, because at the moment we have apparently plenty of graphene, which I was not expecting and I'm quite pleased about. Yep, let's find another acid pool while we're here. Not the reason we came here, but since we're here, we will do it. Alright. Miners. Run away. There we are. Love how I'm just casually standing in acid. It's good enough to, you know, melt steel. It's all fine, it tickles. Give it some power. I think it's gonna power it. Ah, it's not gonna power that last one. You can do it that way though. And this can all just run into a planetary logistics station, I think. So I'll give you that. You're gonna be supplying acid. Wherever you need to supply acid to, sir, you shall supply it. In. Actually don't know how many per second these things make, but assuming it's a reasonable amount. I think we can pump this one up a little bit, pardon the pun. There we go. Alright, more acid. So I imagine that will help somewhat. This is now, yeah, it's full. So it's starting to build up some backlog, which is good. Exactly what we want to see with our acid supplies. Okay. And then let's just check how our iron's going. These guys are full up. It's also what we want to see. So I'm guessing that is, you know, happy story all around. Okay, from here, back to our original purpose for tonight, which is out at Arrakis into your basic and away we go. How long we got? We've got a whole 17 minutes of remaining. We can do a lot in 17 minutes. The other thing I wanted to work out is why my research is not running. It can't be a lack of purple research. I fixed that problem. It will have started up by now. I've broken something else. I have to have. It's just me, or is that camel tremolo like bouncing around the star a lot. I don't know if that was the intended effect of the warp here. I need a light year out. There we are. This time the planet's loaded in. Yay! Alright. Right, so next up on the list. It's a good thing we just topped up the acid because I want to do some acid smelting. Now, we'll have some acid supplies in the local system eventually. But to start us off, we're just going to do a local smelting array of our beloved acid components. Auto save. Alright. So you might think, why not put the smelters at the smelting place? Well, because I didn't want to. It's the long and short of it. There was no particular reason beyond that. I've just put that in the wrong place. When it's a little bit cozier in. Say about there. Now, this particular recipe runs every 12 seconds. It's going to produce 4 and it's going to consume 4. So, basically, every 3 seconds we'll get 1. Which means we need 1 every 3 seconds, or we output every 3 seconds. So, it's going to be a fairly large smelting array. We'll start at the change up here. It's also going to need 3 inputs and 1 output too. So we're working runs of 15. So if it's every 3 seconds, that means I'm actually going to want to do 3 lots of 30 here. If I've got my math right. Now the other thing to consider though is that I'll proliferate the inputs. Times that by 1.25, I think I just want to do that much. The amount that we've just done. So I've just done, what, 15, 30, 45, done about 60 there, I think. Damn it, I should be counting that properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's 4 lots of 15, we've done 60. I think I want another row of 15. I'm going to play it safe and do the other row of 15, but with the proliferators, I'm pretty sure that's all I'll need. I say all, look at the goddamn length of it, but anyway. Now, we're going to need acid, steel, and titanium. So it's a fairly expensive smelting array too. Do this, this, just right on the edge too. Let's grab a clipper, like so. Use it now. Just have to do the end bit ourselves. This part of it. It's going to be our output line. Like so. Okay. Let's do some things to construct down here. My drones do that. And then we want to go input, 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 output. We want to set for the recipe. And then we grab this and run it down. Okay, next thing to put down is going to be power. So let's do that. We'll start at the end. Because I'm on the tropics, this is not going to be copying well. But I think that's going to be fine because I'm actually going to need power that's a little bit closer together further down. I say tropics, we're nowhere near the tropics, but we're near the point where the boundaries all change, basically. Alright. So, now that we've got a basic layout, that should produce 30 a second of this stuff, which is nowhere near enough, of course. What would be enough, I don't know, but this is not it. So we're going to take that, we're going to use it now. Immediately drop in another. I think we'll manage 2 before we need another power array. Let's just confirm that before we do more. Yeah, I think so. So many things to build. You can do it, drones. Yeah, see, we've just missed one. Think, given, let's just be more generous with these. So there's no reason not to, but there is actually a reason, in that they do passively consume power. So you don't want to be like go crazy overboard with them, but while we're doing that, we'll just observe the slowly taking shape Dyson sphere over here. Looks like someone shattered a mirror and threw it into the sun. Excellent. Alright, so we have 90 a second. That is consuming 90 a second of acid as well, is the other thing. So we've got to be careful about my outputs, because that also actually equals my inputs in this case. And that's also the case with regular old steel, right? So that will also need 2 logistic stations. If I do another one of these, so we'll call that there, I think. Actually, yeah, we don't want to call it a night. We just want to say enough for the time being with this. All right, so acid, steel, titanium. I also want paint to proliferate this, and it's going to need some whoppers. So we can go get the goods. Some of these. I think it's going to fetch any of this locally. No. No point giving it logistics drones. Alright. So I might just go output, 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 then output, output, put like that. And just, you know, to mess with the pattern that we've been doing, we'll put the paint out here. Can't be too predictable. Man, that Pooks is crazy. Put the paint out the side. Don't want to mess with him. Now we're going to do this. Also references himself in the third person. Really don't want to mess with him. It's weird how I can get these ones really close and this one not at all. So there we go. All right. Let's do this. You can tell I was thinking I was going to do more belts with, or more arrays with just one of these. It is a little bit of wasted space actually, but yeah, we'll work out a way if we need to do it. There's always a way. All right. So they're not going to be local suppliers. So let's just shut that down straight away, but it will be remote demands. Maybe bump up the ability for it to send things into Stellar. Go get its materials. How are we doing on power? 100% satisfaction still. These discharges are probably going to be They're not working that hard. That's okay. If everything switches on, that'll change. Now, that's all going to be all well and good. But at the other end here, we don't have anywhere for it to go. So while that's demanding its local materials, let's put a logistics station at the other end. And run it in. That's going to turn into acid titanium. There we go. You're also going to want to demand some warpers. I think that's all. It's going to be a supplier, so I don't need to do anything further there. Maybe just let it pump up some power if it needs it a little bit faster. And let's go watch all this stuff arrive. And here it goes down the line. We've got titanium is arriving first, but the other ones won't be far behind from the looks of things. We have steel has arrived and acid has arrived. So everything's going to start switching on. Start seeing those little gaps in the conveyor belts. Now we should be well and truly getting to the end with our inputs here. Just based on that it will be double stacked. So that should not be a concern. Rather the acid is the concern at the moment. Here's our alarm as well going off, tell us that our hour for tonight is up. But hey, I think we've done some good things, and yeah, we're starting to get, as that acid arrives, we're starting to get some more good things. Acid is definitely our choke point here to making this work. And that other planet that I boosted the supply on is probably going, what the hell happened, man? You give me some more stuff, then you turn around and sucker punch me? Yep. I mean, steel is being consumed at a fairly alarming rate too. On the plus side, we should start seeing a fair bit of this come out. Yeah, it's leaving the building. Good. Good, good, good. Quite possibly steel will become our next choke point again. I actually don't think of titanium. We don't demand titanium for too many things, so I don't think that will become a problem, but steel we use a fair bit of at the moment. And I want to double this. I want to make another one here. So, I think before we go, we're just gonna go find you have the acid lakes. Middling, lesser, all the same. Well, that's useful actually, because in the next episode, you see the segue I did there? Boom. We will be setting up more green motors factories. I know you might be saying, hey, we've already done one of these, Pooks. We've done a big one, in fact. But yeah, we're going to need more. We're going to need lots more. We're actually going to need lots more of these electric motors. You know, we need to transform this into a second block. So I might park here. I was thinking of going to the other planet, but just to remind myself that we are actually not done here. We need a second chunk of this. Because if you look at the ratios, it's basically 2 to 1. They produce at the same rate, but I need 2 of these guys for 1 of these. So that means if I made a green motor factory, I could make these 3 rungs based off this setup here. And I want to make an array at least this big. Hang on, we have a power thing. There you go, buddy. You just keep trucking there. I want to make one at least this big, right? Possibly bigger. And here's another one. Am I just... Did I just miss all those flashing signs? There is a lot of lights, to be fair. Anyway. So, in the next episode, we'll duplicate this one. Hopefully we're going to have enough. Thinking we might need to duplicate this one too. Although this... That's 4 lots of 30 a second, right? So we are actually producing an enormous amount of those. I'm not sure if I do need to duplicate it yet. We'll find out. We will find out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. If you did enjoy tonight's stream, then please drop me a follow. Really helps me out. Lets me know that I'm producing the content that people like to watch and enjoy. If you didn't, then don't do it. Simple as that. That's all you need to do, is just walk on by, people. Walk on by. Otherwise, I will see you in the next stream, pet folks. Thank you so much again for watching, and have a good night.